what's up, y'all? Today, we're gonna get a little serious. More serious than I've probably ever been on the channel with y'all. So, I had a homie hit me up recently. He said I should speak on the little Nolan Wells situation, right? So, I'm not going to do that. I just don't feel like it's my place to speak on that situation, right? Because is it tragic? 100%. But I'd rather speak on a broader subject when it comes to that. And it's like knowing your circle and knowing who you're around and when you're around them. So with that, basically what I'm trying to get at is watch who you call your friends. Like Lil Durk he said, hey, watch who you call your homies, because them be the main ones that'll come back to bite you in the butt. One thing I learned, right, is that frame of mind that some people have about certain people, whether it be because you black, white, Asian, Mexican, it really don't matter. Like that mindset is taught. Like that's not like he inherently was born and he just thought that. No, you teach that from generation to generation to not like a certain person, not like a certain person because the way they look, the way they talk, where they grew up at, where they from. You know what I'm saying? That's a taught mentality. That's not something you just wake up and be like, you know what? I dislike white people. Oh, I dislike black people. I dislike Mexicans. I dislike whatever the race, religion, whatever. I dislike somebody because of something else. That's taught because people have a sense of superiority and inferiority. They feel like they are better than somebody else, and they feel like somebody else is lesser than them, which it ain't the right mindset to have, period. So just to speak on this situation. Now, do I say that them kids he was hanging with was racist and they don't like black people? I don't know that for sure. I can have my opinion, which I believe if all of y'all are of the same complexion, background, ethnicity, color, and the one person who don't make it back is the opposite, then take that how you will. But at the same time, like I said, it's knowing your crowd. So even for me, like I have friends of all colors, races, religions, nationality. I will not judge you based off where you come from, who you are, what you like. I judge you based off your character and what you do in front of me. If I see you do something wrong, then you're wrong in my eyes, regardless whether you're my best friend of 20 years, somebody I just met yesterday. Don't change the fact that that's just how it works. But we get so caught up in the fact that you feel like, oh, because this person been next to me, that they got my best interest at heart. When in reality, people do not have your best interest at heart. The only person who will have your best interest at heart is yourself. You can't look to nobody else to have your best interest at heart, because it'll never work out that way. Just like you can't, even in a relationship, you can't look at the other person that's in a relationship with you to help you love yourself. It's not possible. You see what I'm saying? There's no way that is, a logical way to think about anything. So at the same time, basically what I'm saying is, if it looked like a duck, swim like a duck, quack like a duck, best believe it's a duck. Regardless of how much you want to say, but it might be a chicken. No, it's still a duck. It's been a duck, it always will be a duck. Like, I feel like we as people gotta be more insightful when it comes to like understanding the type of situations I'm in, like understanding the type of situations that you being put in by, say, just your friends. Like if you the type of person you really ain't, I don't like me personally, I can't swim. I won't drown per se, but I can't really swim. So my friends would never put me in a situation to where they feel like I gotta swim back, and they wouldn't at least like make an attempt or an effort to be like, oh, we gotta go get him. You feel me? At least I would hope so. But if they did do something like that, then we understand, like, at the end of the day, I didn't check my circle. I didn't check my space. I didn't check the person to my left and my right. I didn't make sure I was good at the end of the day. Because I put too much faith in man, which we learned a long time ago. You can't put your faith in man because man is fickle. Just depending on the dollar amount you got, depending on who you know, who you cool with, who your mama know, who your daddy know. That's how that a lot of people go through life like that. You'll go through life where, oh, my mama know Barack Obama. Now everybody know you. And they're like, oh, well, I'm gonna go hang with him because he got the connections that I would like to have. You see what I'm saying? Because life is about connections. Everything you get, like, it's people that's more qualified at certain jobs, but they're not gonna get it because he know the president of the company. Do I feel like that's right? No, because at the end of the day, you never know what a person is thinking, how they feeling about you. Like, you don't know the type of, like, the energy that's being brought about with that. Because I'm a big believer in energies, right? You could tell how a person feel when they talk about something. Like, you can feel the energy, the vibration in the air when somebody's talking to you and they mean what they saying. But you could also tell the energy, the vibration, the shakiness when somebody's telling you something. You like, you lying, huh? And you don't gotta speak on it. Like, there's a lot of things that we do in life where we don't actually speak wholeheartedly about it. Like, but you know, as long as you understand that. And I feel like just with the Nolan Wells situation, I feel like 100% he probably knew. He probably had a feeling, and I hate to say it like that, but I know he probably had a feeling, because everybody get that gut feeling that's like, you know what, something ain't right about today. Something just not making sense about today. Like, I feel like I shouldn't go today. I've been probably a million other times, but today don't feel right. I feel like I shouldn't go. And that, your conscience, that inner being or whatever that is that tells you that, sometimes we just got to learn to listen. Like, even when you're, like I say, when you're around certain people, around certain situations, and something tell you like, man, you know what? Nah, I'm gonna go home today. Like, I don't think I should hang out today. And then you check, like, say you just check the news or something, boom, the people you would have been hanging with got locked up, they got in a shootout, all type of crazy stuff. But like our situations that's as dire as are as crazy as this. You feel me? I don't know. It's just a lot of that going on. I feel like if them people ain't always been for you, it ain't no sense in trying to pretend like they're gonna be for you tomorrow or the next day. I'm not saying his friends did it to him. I'm not saying his friends didn't do it to him either. But what I'm saying is, all of them went, not all of them came back. And I just think that's real weird. Like, I done been in situations overseas where we done had to get into it with some people with some people we done had to fight. All us left from that situation, all us made it back home. That's how it's supposed to go when you really got people that's ride or die, like down for you, that say they down for you. Like, as even if you ain't do nothing or do something, like do nothing extravagant, but as long as you make sure everybody you went with make it home, that's the end all be all at the end of the day. That's like, that should be your main focus. Hey, we all came together, we all leaving together. If you going somewhere without me, hey, shoot me a little text, let me know where you gonna be at. Hey, boom, 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 boom. Let me know where you at. How everybody share locations and all that stuff today. Like, it's too much crazy stuff going on in the world, period, for people to not be like on their P's and Q's and just be doing something like, because I just find it crazy to think that if this was his first time going out with them, doing this. But like I say, sometimes you could get lulled to a lullaby to sleep, where somebody will constantly do something, or people will constantly do something with you. Like, oh, let me take them here this weekend. We cool this weekend. And then you talking to your friends. If y'all watch, or if y'all listen to music, I want y'all to go listen to Joyner Lucas. He got a song. I can't remember the name of the song. Matter of fact, I'm gonna look it up right now. But like, Joyner Lucas got a song, and the song he got, he's basically breaking it down in a sense of how. One second. He's basically breaking it down like the exact situations that we see in a lot of, and that people are finding themselves in. Like, and I think we just need to, like, I'm not saying we gotta pay that stuff like that attention, because I would hope stuff like that doesn't happen a lot. Like, me being Black African American, as America would call it, I don't like seeing people that look like me struggle, be in trouble, or none of that stuff. But at the same time, I don't like seeing nobody be in trouble, because I got a heart. I'm not the type of person where if I see you struggling, I'm just not gonna care. I got too much heart. I'm going to care. But at the same time, it hit home more when somebody looked like you, when somebody grew up how you grew up, when somebody deal with the same stuff you deal with. Like, regardless of if somebody say they mean it or don't mean it, or they saying, oh, well, he had this, you did it doesn't matter. It's like, it's just, it's a sad situation. It's just a super sad situation because, like, at the end of the day, somebody lost their life about it. Like, and that's just not the way you wanna that's just not the way you wanna go about things. You don't want nothing to, like, no, I feel like nobody should have to lose their life for anything like that. I just can't remember the name of the song. I wish I could remember the name of the song. I'm sitting here looking for it, but I just don't remember at the time. But it was like a song where he was hanging with the kid. He was hanging with the kid, and the kid was like basically being his friend, was befriending him, but in reality he was just trying to I want to say it was Joyner Lucas. I feel like it was definitely Joyner Lucas. I had to be. It was Joyner Lucas. It was Joyner Lucas. I just can't remember the song. But if y'all get a chance, go listen to the song. Once I find it, I'm definitely gonna find it before this video ends because I really want y'all to go check that out so that way y'all can understand. I think it was Joyner Lucas. Let me see. Shotgun story. True story based on. Let me make sure. I'm gonna listen to a little bit to see. I got it on mute right now. But yeah, once I figure out the name of the song, like I say, I'm gonna probably tag it, or I might clip it and put a little bit of the song in there just so y'all can see what I meant by what I was saying. Yeah, this is the song. It's called Ross Capriccioni. I'm assuming that's how you say it. I may be saying the name wrong. It's a long song. It's like 7 minutes and 46 seconds. But it's like a two sides of the story type of thing. And that right there, just listen to that song will let you know like how people will do the smallest things to like manipulate you into feeling comfortable when in reality they're just trying to, you know, get a means to their end. They just trying to make sure what they got going on is good. Like I don't know. And it's a lot of situations like that where somebody will befriend you for a long period of time and they'll just have you thinking like, this is my dog, he got my best interest at heart. But then you mess around getting in the car with them just this random day, and then they got a gun in the car you don't know. Y'all get pulled over. They like, oh no, it's not my gun, that's his gun. They're talking about you, it's your gun. Now you're stuck with a gun charge and you had nothing to do with nothing. You were just going to the park to play basketball and you was riding with him. Y'all done it every week. See what I'm saying? So it's like, just watch your surroundings, man. And if I hate to say it like that sometimes, but like if it don't look like you or if it don't think like you and look like you, and that doesn't mean color or race or ethnicity or none of that. Like that doesn't mean none of that. But if it don't think like you and look like you, then it's not you. It's not for you. See what I'm saying? Like I would hate for somebody to say like, oh, wait, you taking sides. No, I'm not taking sides. I'm saying what makes sense. If there's 5 people that go out somewhere and 4 people come back, something ain't right. Something ain't right in the water. That's all I'm gonna say. But yeah, like I said, at the end of the day, man, I don't really like speaking on stuff like this because I know how I feel about it and how like riled up I get about it and like how amped I be wanting to like, cause you know what I'm saying? It's like, I'm the type of person, I give you the shirt off my back before I let you sit out here. Cause I feel like I always say, I'd rather deal with the problems before somebody else deal with the problems. So I hate seeing situations like this. And then I hate seeing situations like this more where people are like, oh yeah, like I know a lot of y'all probably got Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, like they'll get mad at you for posting a water gun, but them people of a certain demographic and background can post about people that look like me calling us apes, monkeys, all type of stuff in the comments, and none of that stuff get deleted. They think it's okay. So I feel like that's still adding to the bridge of, I'm not gonna like you because you this color and da 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 da. Which, like I say, I don't care about the color part. It's not that, and I'm not gonna sit here and say I don't see color, because if you say you don't see color, then you're a part of the problem. Like, you see color, you know I look different than you, and you know I get treated different than you based off how I look. You know that because like I get treated away because I'm taller. I'm 6'2", 6'3", 230. People look at me like, oh yeah, he big, da 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 da. You see what I'm saying? Somebody 5'7", 5'6", 5'5", 120, they gonna be like, oh, he a little. You gonna get judged based off that. It's not. So if you can see height, you can see size, you can see color, you can see it. It don't, like, sugarcoating it and pretending like stuff don't exist be part of the problem. Like, but also being stuck in the same mode and allowing stuff to keep being repeated is just as bad as that, in my opinion. So if we keep allowing situations like this to happen because we're not educating enough to let people know that, hey, now I get that you've been hanging with this person or you've been hanging with these people. Do they really got your best interest at heart? Like, teach our kids how to feel out a person. Cause just like a kid could fill out you, your kids know how to feel you out. Like, they'll come in the room and they'll peep the temperature in the room. The air could be on 50 and they walk in that room, it's 101 degrees in there. And there are people out there be like, I can't ask moms if I could go to so-and-so house today. I gotta wait. Let me make sure, let me just try and, I'll wait till a little later after she make dinner and stuff. Maybe she'll cool down, you see what I'm saying? You can feel the energy of a person, like, when they're around you. So, like, we gotta learn to, like, do that a little bit more when it comes to all walks of life situations. Whether you just going with somebody to the store and you think somebody really for you, I'm telling you, you'll never know. That person could be the person that stabbed you in the back. Like, it could be your closest friends. That's what happened to Julius Caesar, like, in the Roman Empire, like, all that stuff. Like, it's a repeated cycle, and we just keep walking into it because we keep allowing the history to be taught a certain way and ignoring the fact that we already seen this before. We've seen this movie 100 times and still get lost in the plot. But I'm not gonna stay on here too long and keep ranting forever. But like I said, check out the Joyner Lucas song, Ross Capiccioni. I'm assuming, I think it's based on a true story that happened in, like, Detroit or something like that. But just in general. And then, hey, look, if it ain't for you, it ain't for you. You don't gotta prove yourself to nobody else by hanging out trying to be extra super tough or trying to fit in. You could stay at home, play the video game. It's a lane in that. You could stay home, hop on stream. It's a lane in that. You could stay home, turn the camera on. If you ain't got nobody else to talk to the camera. It's a lane in that. It's a lane in doing everything else. I hate when people feel like they gotta, let me go pump fake in front of these people and go hang with them and then get in with this crowd because that's just the thing to do. I get it, it happens sometimes, but man, we gotta be better for sure as a people, like, in general. Across the world, we gotta be better. Like, we just gotta be better, man. But yeah, that's my 2 cents on that situation. Like I said, I wouldn't go dive too deep into it because I know how I feel about it and how this conversation could, or how this video could go. So I'm gonna keep it short, sweet. I'm gonna keep it light. Y'all have a good one, man. Make sure y'all check me out on the next episode of Bro Hear Me Out podcast. I'll catch y'all next time. Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe. Yeah, and that's really it, man. I was gonna go back in, but yeah, y'all be blessed.